For Scoville unit here, do a little bit of discussing about the upcoming wing off in 2025. Wait for a couple people to hop on here. Get my speaker system set up properly. Don't know why some of this is blinking. Anyways, I think I finally have this system set up properly. I feel like the microphone is very loud though. That might just be me because I can hear myself talking, so that's not always a good thing. Wait for a couple people to jump on it. I really got to start making posts when I'm gonna go live because I kind of just catch people off guard at this point. I don't do my normal stuff where I I go live and do challenges and reviews and stuff. Uh, Things have slowed down a lot in that aspect. But we are going to talk about the upcoming wing off in February at Bartari. So wait for a few more people to get on here. I see someone's watching, but they don't comment to let me know who they are. So shame on you. This microphone picks up everything. I'm going live when Rob's live on Capcrew. My bad. My bad. What's up, Kevin? I'm definitely digging the new podcast setup. I feel like I probably shouldn't have it that close, but I keep messing with it. It'll probably fall off the desk, so I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Get a couple more people in here. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tag everybody in it. That's a good way to get everybody on here. Here we go. No, I don't want to do highlights. Let's jump over to the Scoville unit page. At followers. There we go. That'll get a couple people's reaction or attention. Come on, people. Climb on in here. It is almost 7 o'clock here on the East Coast, Eastern Time. It has been dark out for the last 48 hours. I'm making a joke. It's winter, and the sun barely makes an appearance. What's up, Viking Heat? Long time no see, man. How you been? All right. Well, people can watch this. Anyways, so I wanted to come on here and do a live about the upcoming Wing Off, the third annual Bartari / Scoville unit Wing Off. Every year, I look forward to it. It's always a good time. Always get a good turnout. Since we started doing it 3 years ago, it's always had a good turnout. Things are gonna be done a little bit different this year. I had my meeting with the owner of Bartari Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday at 6. It's about a half hour, 45-minute long meeting. I met with him and the Michelob Ultra sponsors. Uh, Good to hear, man. Good to hear. So a couple things are going to happen this year for it. So we're trying to expand a little bit, trying to make it more than just that said wing competition. So working with the sponsors of Michelob Ultra, which is right there, beer sponsors. Um, they're going to work on trying to pull together a couple other bars to get involved in this, to put on their own like small wing competition, because not only do we want to have the Bartari Scoville unit wing competition, we want to have an amateur competition. We want to get more people involved, because realistically, all proceeds are getting donated to the SPCA in Luzerne County. Last year we donated a little bit. Now that we kind of have that established, it's a little bit different. So I reached out to a handful of different small batch sauce companies. So far, Harvest 912. What's up, Goot? Harvest 912 and Frankie Spicy Farms have agreed to become sauce sponsors. So anybody, if you are interested in being a sauce sponsor, uh, you don't. It could be anything. You could even say, "Hey, I'm going to donate sauces that I bought." Even that, because what happens is I put so much money into this, and again, my thing is I'm not making any profit off of this. This is a nonprofit event. I only take back what I put into it. Last year, I didn't make any. I didn't make any of my money back. Really, I only took like a fraction of what I spent. But what I'm doing is I'm looking for sauce sponsors for two events. First one is going to be the main wing off event where you're going to have 10 rounds, uh, one wing per round, 10 people. Um, that's it's gonna be done different this year. We'll talk about that a little bit. But a sauce sponsor, what it would entail is one 5 ounce bottle or two. Uh, 5 ounce bottle should be fine. We'll do one 5 ounce bottle and a $25 sponsorship fee. Again, the sponsorship fee is going to go towards helping advertise on Facebook and to get the posters put together, on top of recouping any costs of purchasing baskets for raffle, um, merchandise, stuff like that I'm going to put together for the event. And then after anything is recouped, even if I don't recoup it, if like last year, I only made a certain amount of money. Um, and unfortunately, I was only able to make a small donation to the SPCA because I lost my ass off last year. I put so much money into it just to try to build the name of the event. So I ended up splitting whatever was made total. I split it in half and gave half of it to the SPCA. I think it was like I don't remember I think I gave him like $75 or something like that. 150 some I can't remember. It was last year. But anyway, so what's going to happen is any money raised this year again will go to SPCA. The vendor and the beer sponsor and Bartari are trying to work with me on that to get a little bit more money flux going in. So what they're going to do is they're going to work with a couple extra bars in Scranton to host their own wing thing, where they just have a couple people go together, and then one person from their bar will move on to the uh, amateur competition at Bartari after the main event of the annual wing off. So that'll be awesome. So what's going to happen is it'll be $5 a person to participate in the amateur competition. The amateur competition will take place. Let's see how I have it set up this year. We're going to do the Crossroads Chip Challenge, where anybody that wants to participate in it, it's going to be $4, $5 a person. You're going to get the pack of chips. You're going to get to do the challenge, and if you complete the challenge, Michelob will be giving you something for your troubles. All money from that is donated straight to the SPCA. Then we're going to have the wing competition. After the wing competition, we're going to have the Ashes of the Phoenix challenge. Same thing. Pay for the cost of the challenge. Get something for your troubles if you complete it. And an awesome opportunity is this wing off is officially a League of Fire uh, challenge, so you can get points for participating in this competition. Now, as for the main competition itself, doing it a little bit different this year because last year I almost killed everybody in the fifth round. Jason was strong enough to be able to outlast everybody that round. So we're gonna do it different this year. We're gonna start off with two house sauces, a minor sauce, and then their hottest sauce for the house sauce. After that, we're gonna build up. 10 sauces, like I said, the final sauce being the hottest. Um, we're not gonna be doing double doom this year. We did that last year. No black mamba. I want to do small batch, delicious sauces. So your bull cows, your Ruthless Reaper sauces, your Grumpy Spice sauces, your Frankie Spicy Farms, Harvest 912, Spicy Shark. I reached out to Sam. I don't know if he reached back out after I messaged him back. I'm actually going to look right now. Sam's House, Sam Say House, SA House. He has amazing sauces. I bumped into him at the Weekend of Fire at Jungle Gyms 2 years ago. Reached out to him. Trying to think who I reached out to. Who else? I have to reach out to Chili the Valley still, see if they want to participate. Again, it's literally one bottle of sauce and then a $25 sponsorship fee. It'll cover advertising, and more or less what it'll do is thank you post tagging you. We'll talk about your sauce at the event, talk about your website or where people can go to get your sauces. And I've pretty much tried all this people sauces that I'm reaching out to. And if I haven't, then this gives me an opportunity to, because there's always extra sauce left over, and I try to do a little something extra when I'm doing the live for this wing competition. So I'm really looking forward to it. The amateur competition, that's going to get some people really interested, because that's going to be a lot less heavy on the heat. That's more or less going to be. I think we talked about 5 wings, $5 a head. First person to eat all 5 wings wins. They'll have obviously win some goodies, a consolation trophy for completing the amateur competition, and they'll automatically be entered into the main competition for next year. So I think that's a bonus. And then next year, with the way things have been going, instead of doing a trophy next year for the main competition, I'm going to work with my sponsors, the beer sponsors and Bartari, and we're actually going to jump and get belts, kind of like what League of Fire does, but this is going to be for the wing off, and you will win a belt every year that you compete. Obviously, honor system for this is a little bit different. Uh, League of Fire has a pretty good following. A lot of people that are very interested in this, and they have a good system together where they have the honor system. But I don't think we could do the honor system for the wing off, because I don't trust that people will actually bring the belt back, and then I'll end up being buying a new belt every year, anyways. Uh, so yeah, that's something else to look forward to. I really want to continue to grow this competition. I want people to come in from all over the place, make it worth their while. That's why I try to get my Chilihead friends to get involved. Jason and Dylan have been there the first 2 years. Ryan and Lee have been there the first 2 years, and there's a couple other people that have jumped in. Uh, the previous winner of the first year, he was there 2 years in a row, and then 2 other people. I want to try to continue to get more people, new people involved. That's why I'm always reaching out. Like Pepper Bay, I reached out to him about this. Uh, Anybody, any in the chili community, even if you're interested in being a part of it, anybody that can make the trip, please come on up. I'd be more than happy to have you come in. Uh, I'm hoping that down the line we'd be able to cover someone's hotel stay for that day. I don't know if we could probably. I don't know if we could do it this year because things are tight with buying the house, but definitely could figure something out at some point. But I'd love to start having this as one of those things where people would like to travel to, come out and see everybody, because it's a good time. I'd love to have Paul and Shahina down here. I talked to them a little bit about coming down. Um, I think they'd really enjoy it, because Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area, there's some stuff that goes on around here. It's not always boring. I'm a boring person when it comes to doing stuff. I like to go to the casino and just hang out, and gamble, and drink free booze. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars that often. But I figured I'd come on here and talk about it, because I really haven't talked about it much. I posted a couple photos and posters about it, but I thought it was time to come on here and talk about it a little bit more. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the third annual Wing Off. The specific date is February 22nd, 2025, at Bartari in Scranton. It's a hop, skip, and a jump away from my hometown. Uh, Trying to think what else there is around that area that people do. You got the Steamtown Mall. You got the Train Museum. Scranton. It's only a block away from what's it, Dufflin, the paper company where The Office was shot, filmed, shot. But yeah, it's funny. I'm kind of just looking for reasons to go live because of this new podcast setup. Because I like these little buttons that I have here, because I have all sorts of buttons I can push to do things. Actually, I had downloaded a new app for that said thing.
Yeah!
And I have a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to download onto this for the Beyond the Bell podcast. And also, guys, Beyond the Bell podcast, Mondays and Fridays starting January 6th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, following Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. I really got to start making posts. I'm going live. More people will be involved. I kind of just decide to go live and jump on. So I appreciate anybody that jumped on and hung out for a little bit. It really means a lot. I'm not sure I really have anything else going on with uh with the wing off at this time. Oh, I was saying about the amateur competition. They're actually going to try to get people to participate in doing the crossroads. So they're gonna reach out to these bars and see if they can get them to purchase them. And obviously I'll sell them for like whatever, and then the bars can sell them for whatever price to make their profit. But you don't. How many times you go to a bar and people come in really early and they're like,
2 beers, 3 beers, a shot of whiskey, a margarita, and a Bloody Mary.
and they do all this crazy stuff throughout the night, and I could do that. That's not a problem. What's up, Jason? And then they do the crossroads and they regret their lives. So that's what we're gonna do. That was a pretty good. That was a good spot for that voiceover there. That's pretty good. Uh, yeah. So yeah, you got the people at the bar that get a little beer balls and they want to do something and show off, and they regret their lives. And they get that little bit of a
tingle in their loins. Yeah.
yeah. So why not? Let's punish the people that are out having a good time. The beer distributor or the beer sponsor stated, and they had no idea. He's like, I'm not doing it. They're gonna do it. Well, fine. You wanna feed them my challenge and have them hurt themselves? That's fine. I just gonna have to print out a rules to put in those, because by opening this pack kind of deal. Bull cow, I have to reach out to you, man. I got the wing off coming up, dude. I didn't know if you had any new experimental sauces you wanted to punish people with. I need at least 3 really hot sauces for the ending of the wing off this year. And that reminds me, Jason, are you going to come up and defend your championship, or what are you doing? You missed the beginning of this. After this year, Michelob Ultra is going to be working with us to create title belts for the competition going forward. And there's also going to be an amateur competition that Dylan could probably participate in if he would like to, where the fast person to eat 5 wings wins. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. I probably have something behind me. I'll message you after this. I think I have a couple of your sauces left over. We'll talk about it. I'm just trying to put together sauce sponsors for this year, because I'm literally eating every little bit of the cost for this. Yes, I have a trophy for this year, but starting next year it's gonna be the belts. Unfortunately, we couldn't put something together fast enough this year. I think we could have, but Michelob kind of made that look on their face when the owner of Bartari is like, "Yeah, well, why don't you guys pay for that?" And I'm like, "Okay, just pawn everything off on them. Why not?" Yeah, but they've been really cool about it. I don't expect them to pay for everything covered in. They're going to throw a lot of neat stuff in this year. Uh, they're actually talking about everybody that participates. They're going to get custom Yetis. They're going to do custom Michelob Yetis with the logo for the competition on it. It's gonna be real cool. Michelob's trying to push us into something, really into some, trying to get the city behind us too. They're gonna start reaching out to the people in the city, like the mayor and all that. Try to get a couple bigwigs in there. Ah, there's Rick. Hot meat. So yeah, wing off, wing off, wing off. There's gonna be baskets again this year. Last year we had a handful of baskets and some awesome prizes. Michelob actually threw some coolers in there. Definitely be doing the lottery ticket basket again this year. We'll probably have a couple rando baskets, Sensi basket. My sister said she would do one. My parents said they would do one. I'm almost willing to bet my other sister will do one. That would be awesome. Make sure people bring it back. Yeah, yeah, that'd be really cool. I did, like I said, I did talk to them about the October event. I gave him the information on that. He hasn't got back to me yet. We have to sit down again prior to the wing off, so I'll ask him if he looked at it. Because Jason, he flat out said to me, he's like, "Send it to me. I'll look at it and I'll see what's in it for me." That was exactly what he said, and I'm like, "All right, pal." Like he was just like, "Whoa." But yeah, Michelob said that they would like to do. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And Michelob said that they'd be interested in providing the belts going forward. Because we told them it's only like 130 bucks, 140 bucks for a belt, like a standard belt. Because like I was saying, like League of Fire has a good system. They have a really good honor system where uh, a person that gets the belt has to send it back, yada yada yada. But you get some walk-in people that don't know what they're doing, walk in some rando that wins it. They're not going to give that belt back. They're really not. So I think we'll probably take the route that League of Fire does for the road to the belt matches, the tinier version of a belt, wing off champion kind of deal. But I do appreciate it, man. Thank you for donating a basket. Anybody in the Chili community that watches this be interested in donating a basket to the cause, again, all proceeds are going to the SPCA to help them out. They really do appreciate it. See, the funny thing is, last year I got involved with the SPCA. I went and did their training course. I was supposed to go down there and volunteer once a month, and I got so busy with work, I just never went. So I'm gonna have to rekindle that relationship with them because I did stop in twice since then to donate a percentage of sales from whatever months I decided to do it to the SPCA and talk to them for a few minutes. Did my lap around the kennels, gave each dog a treat, talked to them for a few minutes, and then headed back out. But always a good time. But yeah, I still need recommendations for sound bits to put on my app here for the after the bell. We did the beer count. We did the tingle in the loins, the regular yeah, bell ring. This is awesome chant. Okay, so I have the standard what? I have the crowd what? The beer count, the yeah, good night. Tingle in the loins, dummy, yeah, regular, yeah. Holy shit, bell ring, and this is awesome. Yep, I thought about the under so I actually have a side list. I have the Miz saying this is awesome. I have the Undertaker's bell tone. I have the Paul Bear going, oh yes. I have the Let's Get Ready to Suck It thing from DX. I have let me think. Cheap pops, cheap pops, cheap pops, cheap pops. Joe Henry's theme. I have that on my list. I have a couple things. I'm trying to think what else there is. I got to get a couple JR sound bits though. I got to get the "Oh my God, he killed him" or "You son of a bitch," because just a reminder, Beyond the Bell podcast, wrestling podcast, will be rated TVMA. There will be no censors. Yep, rocks. I got to do a rock one. I also have to see. The fun part is I'm traveling the 6th, so I'm going to be on the road for the first episode. So I'm not going to have all this extra stuff on me. It's just going to be my computer, and my phone. That's it. So I'm not going to be able to do any of the sound bits for the first episode, unfortunately. I typically like to travel Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, come home Friday. But with it being a new year and holidays and all this other stuff going on, I figured getting out there a day early would definitely help in the sense. We'll see if I regret that. Yeah, there's a ton of rock sayings. Rudy Poo, candy ass. It doesn't matter. Just bring it. Uh SmackDown Hotel. If you smell what the rock is cooking. Final boss. A lot of stuff. He has more set catchphrases than Jericho does trademarks of his name. Yeah, so we'll all continue to mess with the sound bits and all that other stuff. I had to reach out to my cousin and see if he has any specifically that he wants me to utilize. But I think the this one is my favorite actually.
Dummy, yeah, yeah. What? Dummy, yeah, yeah. Dummy, yeah, yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Uh, Always some fun stuff to talk about. I'm really excited to talk about wrestling. I could talk about wrestling for hours. And that's all this is going to be, is talking about wrestling. I should have brought something to burn with. I got nothing within arm's reach. I used all my tinks pretty much. I think I have a little bit left on the shelf behind me. But I took my sludges that I had left over of Jason's tink that I've had for the last 4 years and combined them all into one thing and used them the other day. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Sister's reaching out. February 22nd. But yeah, guys, if you're able to get down in the Northeast PA area, Scranton, February 22nd, 2025, come be a part of the Wing Off. I have nobody signed up right now. I'm not really offering and asking for signups. I'm going to start reaching out to people that participated over the last 2 years, see if they want to come back and do it. But we'll see. I'm actually going to start doing paid advertisements here. The first week of January, I start doing the paid advertisements. Bartari is going to put an ad in the paper. They're going to do paid advertisements. Michelob is going to get the sign created again, like that one. So yeah, if you can make it, be a part of it, come on down. Really appreciate it. It's a good time the last 2 years. It'll be a good time this time. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I appreciate everybody jumping on. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about with the Wing Off, feel free to message me anytime. I'm always available. And as always, I'm the Scoville. This is where challenges are life. Oh, man, I didn't have it set up in time. And this is where challenges are life.
Yeah!
Later, guys.